Hi, everyone. If you're here for the first time, I am Tom Masseri, sometimes known as the grandfather of channeling because I've been channeling for 53 years now. I work a little differently than other channels do. I don't channel aliens or councils or collectives or federations or groups or anything like that. I channel one source only, and that source is Abram, who was a Mayan shaman in his last incarnation.
Hi, everyone. I'm Susanna Masseri, psychic medium, author of Living Beyond Death, and host of Metaphysical Hippie Chicks 2.0 podcast. Today, our conversation with Abram will give us a rare look into the minds, emotions, and consciousness of animals. So let's welcome Abram.
Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Susanna.
Hi, Abram.
And what do we have today?
Let's talk about animal consciousness and emotion.
Good idea. So how would you like to begin?
How does animal consciousness differ from human consciousness?
First of all, I want all of you to imagine a world without any animals at all. Just people. How does that feel to you? Feels a bit different. Maybe just not right. Just not right. Many people think that animals, especially dogs and cats, are furry little things that have no soul, no emotions. They just run around, peeing on things, smelling things, and all the rest. Every animal, no matter what type it might be, has and is consciousness. If you do not understand yet, but I think all of you do, understand thoroughly and completely that everything is energy, which means everything is consciousness, which means consciousness is intelligent and has intelligence, which means that an animal's consciousness is quite like a human consciousness, but in kind of a different way. Animals rely more on instinct than people do. People rely more on time, judgment, comparison, and all the rest. And usually all of that creates a mess for people. Then people have to figure out a way to get out of the mess they had created, which is difficult to do at that point in time. Animals create their reality by instinct. This is the difference in their consciousness and in human consciousness. Should people rely more on instinct, they would have a much easier life, easier day, easier reality. Animals do not plan their day according to time. They have their own internal schedule, kind of schedule that they rely upon. They instinctively know and internally know when not only they are hungry, but when it is time to take a nap, go to sleep for the evening, wake up in the morning. People have circadian rhythms. Animals also do, in their own right, in their own way. This is what separates an animal from a human being, the state of consciousness. Because an animal's consciousness is free of all of the ideas, limitations, and all the rest that people use and place upon themselves throughout the course of their lifetime. Now, I understand, and you understand, people are always doing their best. Good thing to do. Always do your best. But do not overlook the instinct, because it is somewhat of a raw power inside of you that can always guide you into the best form of reality and to create the best form of reality. And best is not a judgment word this time. Or should I say more complete reality? That is better. More complete reality. Because as you people evolve, you are always and only heading to become more complete within yourselves and about yourselves. Animals do the same thing. They have lifetimes, death times, and everything in between. Animals evolve just like human beings do, so they can become more complete also. And ultimately, everything, every animal will wind up being and becoming a pure state of consciousness without having a need for anything physical anymore. Thank you.
Are animals self-aware?
It can be no other way. Animals are self-aware. They know who they are, what they are, and why they are. And especially they know why they are. And that is the hard part, difficult part, for people to figure out why they are. Animals know why they are. They are to exist and create their own reality based upon friendship with other animals. Yes, they have friends just like you do. They have their pack. Dogs and cats have their pack. If you have a pet, if you have a dog or a cat, your dog or your cat is not your pet. You are their pet. You are a part of their pack. Which means, here we go again, you are their brother or sister, just like they are your brother or sister. Self-aware only means knowing the self. Many times people have a difficult time knowing themselves. This is normal human behavior, because you're always trying to figure yourselves out in one way or another way. I did the same thing when I was a physical human being, trying to figure myself out over. I drove myself partially crazy, partially. I didn't want to be entirely crazy, so I drove myself partially crazy. You know what I mean. Just a bit crazy. Crazy enough to take a real hard, long look at what I was doing, how I was doing it, and change my way of thinking. Dogs think, cats think, birds think, pterodactyls think, elephants think, all kinds of animals think, but in a different way than humans do. They think based on, here we go again, instinct. They let their instinct guide them. Thank you.
Can animals appreciate beauty?
Animals are more open. I am not going to slight or put any of you people down, but animals appreciate beauty more than most, not all, but most people do. Why? Because an animal understands that it is a part, he or she is a part of nature itself. People disassociate themselves from nature for the most part. People love nature. Oh, beautiful sky, nice looking trees, nice green lush grass. Look at that flower. My, oh my, that is a pretty flower. And then they go and have a sandwich and watch television shows. Animals don't do that. Animals become all the beauty of nature. You really need to understand an animal's consciousness is above a human consciousness. You need to understand that. And that is not putting people down. No, thank you. It is only to say that people can learn a lot from their animal, from their pet, as they call them, their pet, their brother or their sister, by just watching the animal. Watch the dog, watch the cat. I have told you people this a few times. You can learn an easier way to live by watching them, acting a bit more like them. You don't have to bark or meow. You don't have to do that, or scratch all over your body, or get fleas or anything like that. You know what I mean. Just act a bit more like them. Boy, oh boy, you will find your reality becoming a bit more easy for you. This is the point of life and living. Having an easy reality. Thank you.
Right, you mentioned that they understand life and death. Do they also understand that they may be prey as well as predator?
As people do. Some people are prey for other people all the time. Some people are predators of other people all the time. This is life. And it goes throughout all of what you call the food chain, from people down to the tiniest of critters that crawl on the ground that many times creep you out. The ants, the spiders, and all the rest. There are predators and there are prey. Animals the same thing, people the same thing. every insect the same thing, also found in nature. Think about it. Thank you.
Do animals design their physical experience like humans do, and do they make agreements with humans as well as other animals?
Of course they do, yes. You might have what you call a pet. Let me keep this simple. You have a pet, your pet dies, and maybe a year or two later you get another pet. Boy, oh boy, this dog, this cat seems an awful like my last dog. Ding-a-ling was my last dog. This dog, Ding-Dong, almost the same name. I don't know why I gave it that name, but a lot like Ding-a-ling used to be. What is going on? Am I going crazy? They come back to you like people do. When you die, you reincarnate. You join with the same people, usually, over and over again a few times, to work out different roles that each of you will play in that lifetime and in the course of that lifetime. Animals do the same thing. They come back together with their brothers and their sisters in their litter. Also with you people. Because you all, people and animals, make those agreements in between physical lives. This is the beauty part of life and death. Making the agreements with other people, your past pets, other animals. This is the beauty of life. Redesigning it over and over again. People talk about creating reality. I like to say you design your reality. Move things around, add things, take things away, push things into place. This is the actual creation of reality, designing it. You and your pets, you and other people, design your lives over and over again. It can be no other way. Thank you.
My next question is, do animals evolve spiritually? But you had mentioned that just like we do, we reincarnate so many times until we don't really have a desire or need to come into this physical reality any longer.
Yes.
So do animals also, and I'm thinking of one particular animal, do they come to teach humans for maybe one or two lives and
yes,
never come back?
Yes. This is why I say over and over again, watch your, as you call them, pet. They can teach you how to live a cleaner, easier life by relying, here we go again, on instinct more, not on time or structure. They have no structure. Animals have freedom to design and create their reality along with your reality, because they are a part of it, you are a part of their reality, and they always seem to know what to do. Kind of crazy, but this is what freedom gives to you, always knowing what to do. Thank you.
Do animals constantly use telepathic ways of communicating with each other?
They cannot talk. They cannot speak your language. They know parts of your language. When you repeat words over and over again, they get used to the sound of the words that you are repeating over and over again. Yes, they communicate telepathically. If you want to talk to or communicate with your dog or your cat, look into their eyes and send them an image of your thought. If you are aware enough and look long enough into their eyes, you will know that they are sending you back an image, which is an answer to your thought that you sent them as an image and in an image. They always communicate telepathically. This is something people would love to do. And at times, rare times, you even do that with someone else. But you are always doing it with your pet, as you call it, your pet. I call your brother or your sister. Thank you.
I have found that animals communicate with humans in a more honest and direct way.
Boy, oh boy, here we go again. Go ahead, continue.
Do they choose who they will communicate with?
Yes. You might have noticed, if you have a dog, that when that dog meets new people, the dog always knows who is all right, who is not all right. Watch your dog. Your dog is reading that individual's energy field. Communicating with that individual's energy field. You people communicate with language, words, consciously. If you were to communicate with the energy field of each other or your, as you call it, pet, I call it brother or sister, you would find rapid, clean, clear communication. Not communication involving or based on judgment, comparison, or anything else. But that is human nature. And you are always doing your best. I congratulate all of you. Keep doing your best. Thank you.
I have an example of that.
Good.
I was at a family gathering, and someone brought one of their dogs that I had not met before. And I was just sitting by myself and just watching everyone. And the dog came up and sniffed my legs and wanted to know who I was and who I belonged with. And so telepathically, I told him, and he was satisfied with that and walked away, and that was it. He just wanted to know who I was. So to me, that's cleanly and to the point of how animals communicate. They want to know. And once they know, they're done. They're not going to sit around and communicate and have a conversation.
You might be thinking she is a bit crazy right now. She is not crazy. I guarantee it. This happens all the time. When a dog gets information they want to know, that is the end of it. They are off, going on their way. They have had the communication. They need no more or no other communication. All is good with the dog. All is always good with the dog. Back to dogs meeting new people. A nice person, they will walk up to the individual and let that person touch it, pet it, rub it, talk to it. Not a good individual, the dog will stand back a bit, become very, very rigid. Not moving tail, not moving head, just standing, watching that person. When that happens, pay attention to what your dog is telling you, or your cat. Normally a dog. Pay attention to what your dog is telling you. Thank you.
Again, I think you've answered my next question, but I'm going
to... We will try it again. We will see. Maybe I will have a different answer.
I'll ask anyway. How much of what we call instinct is actually their higher awareness?
Dogs think. People think, but in a different way. People think with comparison and judgment, as I have said. Dogs think pure thought. They do not judge. They do not compare. They have emotions. They know who is good, who is not good. They are aware of other animals, other dogs, cats, birds, pterodactyls, elephants, and all the rest. And they know which animal is good, which animal is not good. And they don't react, but they take action with those feelings. Dogs have feelings, just like people do, because dogs have, yes, emotions. Think about it. Maybe if you have a dog, your dog will do something wrong, and you will scream at the dog, yell at the dog, bang dog, bang dog. The dog's feelings will be hurt just like a human's feelings will be hurt. And you might find later the dog will come up to you and lower its head or put its face on your leg or on your hip, depending on if it is a small or large dog, and just stay with you. The dog is saying, sorry, I won't do it again. Love me, I love you. There is always love connections between your pet, as you call it, and you. Always. Remember that. So the next time your pet gets you angry, stop and take a breath and just let it go. There was no meaning behind it on the part of your pet, as you call them, your pet. People have meaning. They do things you don't like. They mean something by it because of, here we go again, judgment, comparison, and all the rest. I cannot talk about judgment and comparison too much and too often. I cannot stress the importance of those two ideas because they always stop you from being the power of your reality and life. Might be a good idea to kind of put a cap on how much you judge, how much you compare, how often you judge, how often you compare. Put a cap on it. Might be a good idea, if you want to. Thank you.
Just like humans, there are some animals that we consider extraordinary, like the octopus, dolphins, whales, elephants, great apes. What would you have to say about, I'm really making more of a statement than I am a question.
Within the idea of consciousness, many people will say there are levels to consciousness, like rungs on a ladder. You move up rung by rung by rung, step by step by step, inch by inch by inch. No, you don't move, you don't go anywhere. Consciousness is. You are consciousness. Everything is consciousness. An animal's kingdom, an animal's world is all about their own design of consciousness. They interact with other consciousnesses almost the same way people do, but in their own way, They recognize fear, they recognize ease, safety, and all the rest. Dogs choose their pet, you, their owner. You are their pet. They choose you. They wait for you to come and adopt them. You become their pack. They become your family. Don't divide consciousness like you do so many things in life. Keep it simple. Consciousness is what it is. You are who, what, and why you are. A dog, a cat, birds, insects, pterodactyls, elephants. There are many variations of animals that are extremely intelligent. A horse is very intelligent. Octopus, almost from a different world. So intelligent, almost from a different world. Some of those animals actually are from a different world, have been brought to your planet Earth thousands of years ago, just like people. Again, watch your pet, as you call it. Watch your brother or your sister. Watch them. Learn from them. Recognize their intelligence. When and as they connect with you emotionally and energetically, they are becoming a part of your intelligence. Think about it. Thank you.
That was my last question. I think we're going to maybe do a part 2.
That would be a good idea because we have a lot more to talk about animals and them not just being furry things running around with no meaning, reason, or purpose in life at all. And we can also talk about how to treat animals and why people mistreat their animals. Susanna, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friends. I've enjoyed being with. This has been fun for me again. I enjoy being with you. I love you. Enjoy your day. Susanna, enjoy your day.
Thank you, Abram.
And we will see you again. Thank you, my friends.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. If you're interested in booking an appointment with Tom and Abram, either for a private session or a 6-week course that Abram offers and Tom offers for personal development, spiritual development, business development, anything that you would like to improve on, you may contact Tom at abramchanneling.net. If you would like to book a mediumship reading with me, mediumsunplugged.com. Thank you for joining us. We love you, we appreciate you, and we will see you next time.